You don't remember much of your childhood?
No.
Okay. How do I react to that? Okay.
Blankly.
I remember...
I remember bits, but I also know there's that I just don't remember things.
Well, you still don't remember things now.
No, exactly. So it's nothing changed.
10 years later...
10 years later, we still don't remember things.
Yeah.
Like how to do an intro.
So, please correct me if I'm wrong. This video was the first thing that Benjamin and I made together. Is that correct?
That's completely wrong.
Did we make something before this?
Yeah, the one where James was a robot.
Oh, wait.
Yes.
Targeted, yeah.
Targeted is the
This
first...
is the first thing that we made together that went online.
in the narrative that has formed over time.
Whenever we watch back the old videos, because usually when we were making the later ones, we would...
We're referencing or something.
We would bring references in and we would establish the rules of the film. We would usually go back and go, oh wait, that doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And then we'll go, how can we retroactively make that make sense in our head?
Yeah.
I've decided to forget about all of that.
Well, no,
Benjamin remembers it for me. So speaking of memory, he only remembers the things that need to make sense in Teeny TV, just so I don't have to.
It's so that when you watch it, there's no continuity errors. And then when there are continuity errors, we've both agreed that it's okay.
You can pause it, and whoever you're showing, you can go, it actually does make sense.
Yeah.
Because we retroactively made it make sense in our heads, and you have to accept that.
Mm-hmm. So what happens when you force things into one narrative?
Exactly. Inspector Detective Forrest the character's name is Inspector Detective, and as an adult, it's so stupid. As a kid, when I made this up,
cool.
Oh, Inspector Detective, the coolest character. I think I watched Sherlock.
Yeah, and then you.
Oh yes, Inspector Detective. How so cool and sick.
But it's just the fact that that's technically one and the same thing, so it's just a bit like...
It makes it... Yeah. What makes it funnier is that your character is just called Josh.
Wow.
Yeah, Inspector Detective and
the token colour guy just with one name.
Do you have any thoughts on Inspector Detective Forrest before we start?
I always get it mixed up with fraud, because whenever I hear when you put Forrest, my brain goes, oh yeah, the second one we did, because the first one was called Inspector Detective. And I'm like, no, hang on, Inspector Detective Forrest is the first one. And it's also the one that I remember midway through, how do we finish this film?
We just run into the forest.
Yeah.
And that's it. We just escape. Alright.
That was terrible. When did I do it again?
Now that's Daniel.
Yes. I think I was there for this.
I don't remember, so...
I remember watching this
being
third person, but
so
then
Inspector Detective, feel free to recline. Make yourself comfortable.
I don't know what that word means, but thank you.
I don't know what that word means. Which one?
But then he proceeds to recline, so he clearly knows what recline is.
So then what was the word that...
He doesn't know. Now that's the mystery of the film.
Yeah.
I was going to say fun fact. It's actually not a fun fact. This room... is my bedroom now, but back then it was where my grandma was living. She moved to a care home, so that hospital bed
was still there.
And we were like, well, it's a hospital.
It's a therapy room.
It's a therapist room. And Alex's therapist is him in his school uniform with his 100% attendance badges that he would wear like a badge, like a literal badge of honor, because they were.
They give you Amazon gift card now.
What? Why does everywhere upgrade when you leave? It's crazy.
So, how was your time out in the forest?
The chair noise is really funny.
I didn't say I was in the forest.
Oh!
See, that's the first clue.
That is the very first clue. But it just, you don't realise.
For context, we're going to spoil it. Alex's character is the villain. He masterminds everything.
Everything.
And if you can pay attention to this film, which is very hard to because it's not that engaging, it's very obvious he knows what's going on and he's evil. And for some reason...
Inspector Detective doesn't clock it until, the end.
Yes, because he's not actually... Even though he literally has two names describing his job, he's not very good at it at all. Inspector Detective is not an interesting character. He's basically me being a parody detective.
Well,
these angles are so nuts.
Really complicated.
There was a kid called Joe who shot this.
Oh, was it? I thought it was Joe.
And what he would do is he would and then zoom in randomly.
He was in trouble at this place called El
He didn't know what he was doing. I don't know why I invoked. I think it's because I couldn't see.
Yeah.
So I was like, just so in case they can't see me, I'm walking. When I could have just cut to all of these shots anyway.
Oh look, someone's watching it.
You can barely see the back. I remember when in the original footage, which I don't have anymore, you can actually see the car park and the trees, and it looks.
Was this just you added a basic color grade?
No, there's no. No, this was like when I first ever made
No, but you're saying when like with the raw, you could see the.
Yes, this is just because it was export of how it was exported and stuff, and I didn't know what I was doing. And then YouTube compression as well.
Yeah.
And it was also shot on like an iPhone 4, I guess. By the way, this piece of music you can hear of like the guitar and the piano. So me, my friends Alex and Ahmed were in the music rooms in secondary school, and we were like, we need to make some music for this film. And Ahmed just played one power chord, dun 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 dun, and I played one part of the piano at the bottom, and Alex played at the top, and that's what we got. It's called Suspense.
Funny story, while I'm editing this in the UK heatwave, I'm just dying here, I'll be honest. It's actually called Intense. So to further the theme of me and Benjamin not remembering anything, enjoy that piece of information that it's actually intense, not suspense and bad memory.
Us three, that was our band. We were called 310 because that was the music room we were in, and that was the only thing we ever recorded. Suspense for Inspector Detective Forrest.
Yeah, I knew that you made it, but I didn't think you filmed it like / recorded it all at the same time. I thought it was that Ahmed made a little thing.
No, so
and then you like overdubbed it. And
no. We were in the music room all together, and I stuck my iPhone in the middle of the room
to get
and we just recorded it like that and played it live. So that's just that's a live recording.
So, and there was a man in the house. It was really horrible and it was distressing.
It was really horrible and distressing. It looks like a jump cut, but it's not.
It does, but it's
How
because
do
you
you
sped it
feel
out.
about that?
How do you feel about the horrible house you were in?
So, I went to the room and there was lots of birds.
So before we continue, I just want to point out that my character is literally called Inspector Detective and he's bad at his job. Alex's character is called the Therapist, who's also bad at his job because he's asking the worst questions
So how did you feel
ever.
about
How
this?
did you feel about
How did you
Horrible
feel about
House?
feeling scared?
Bad. I felt bad, Therapist.
Also, like bearing in mind this when you were shooting these early films, like Stalk of Banana, Poker. Like,
There's no script.
there is
It's
no
just-
script. It's just so
We have the
improvised
story. There's a
there, but,
structure and there's a story.
Yeah. Was
Actually,
that-
there was not a structure for this film because we had 2 separate shooting days. So in the forest and in the creepy house,
Yeah.
that's one shoot.
Yeah.
And the second shoot is me in the. I came up with the story, and then we went off to the location to shoot it.
Mhm.
And like you said, you were like, "How are we going to end it?" So when I went to go shoot this bit, because this entire bit in the therapist's office was shot later because it needed an ending, and Alex was like, "What if I masterminded the whole thing and I'm the evil therapist?" And I was like, "Genius."
Yeah, because I'm trying to think, was Fraud the first time that you used a script?
Yes, maybe.
Because I remember it being like a
No.
big deal.
No. The very long car journey was, but you weren't involved in that, which is very thankful for you, at least. So this footage is so corrupted that you can see the echo of me moving.
But it's a stabilisation, no?
I think so.
I think it's a stabilisation and the night view, but the shutter speed is just like not it.
So this
You
is
probably put motion trails on it as well.
not on purpose, I don't think, because so this guy with no shoes on is meant to be the guy that's been following him, but we couldn't have shoes inside. But the person acting him isn't the guy who is acting him. It's Cobby's older brother.
I love that. Ryan.
No one knows who that is because we've not released that one. Are we going to? I don't know. I hope so. This is the track I was talking about. This is the music me on
Yes.
Alex made.
And then it
Also,
lovely.
this footage is so dark you can barely see what's going on.
Yes, which is why Fraud works better because it like visually you can actually
Depressingly,
see what
yeah.
happens.
Yeah.
But the story is just a
mess.
yeah. It's Dustin. How do you show Dustin film? Not that way.
Not that way.
That's where that started.
I know.
We did that a few times, don't we?
We like that callback.
What is that noise that I made? Is that meant to be me being scared? Oh yeah, this line delivery is crazy. You ready? Water.
Water.
Water. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you?
Are you?
Okay.
Okay.
The most non-threatening voice ever.
Who is that?
That's Rich.
I was gonna say like what was the voice?
Oh
Rich
yeah,
as
so
well?
this bit, because we couldn't shoot at night anymore, we have to have a reason for it to be day, so he sleeps on hopscotch, and it's never explained.
No, he just sort of passed out.
It's so
you know what would
random.
have been great if he got like knocked
The
out.
whole thing should have been shot at day, honestly, To be
But
honest.
like scary nighttime.
But it looks scarier like this because it looked kind of desolate when you cut out all the scaffolding and stuff. To be honest, like these
But
tra-
also,
empty
what
trails.
works about this is that it feels so found footagey in a sense because it's not shot well. In the sense of like, it feels like you're watching like a sort of creepy.
This is what I was saying in the last reaction of holding the iPhone like that.
Yeah.
I actually think this sequence is kind of, in terms of editing wise, kind of competent for a 14-year-old who doesn't know what he's doing. Oh yeah, this. He seems smiling. Slowest.
Yeah, because we got to show the powers he has.
I don't. Wait,
Oh,
sorry.
no.
Okay, before we meet your amazing character.
No.
The more I think about this film, the more I'm like, what were we thinking? Why does this serial killer with an axe have superpowers? So he can teleport.
Yep.
He's got like super speed.
But you know how we get him off? Whoa!
It's like naughty.
naughty. But the thing is that he doesn't react, and he's like, "That's mine." Teleports.
You could just like murk them both. He just doesn't.
Okay, it's more funny because we are kids that are playing adults.
Yeah.
So the actual adult in the film looks way too like the immersion is broken by the fact that we have an adult playing an adult. When it's fine is when we're like not adults.
Mate, you ready to hear your baby voice? It's so amazing.
It's just not.
Where did you go?
Thanks, man. Sit down.
Josh.
Just about hear the audio.
See, this is what I mean about speaking up. Speak up.
Speak up, child.
Speak up, child.
Because the audio is so scuffed here, we're going to explain the plot briefly. So, introduce Josh to us very quickly.
Josh is like the leader of the camp. That basically we sort of shoehorn the fact that we were at a kids camp already into the fact that Josh is meant to be a leader on a kids camp, but the kids are
So that's
being,
why
like-
he's there.
like the kids are like going missing. They're like, I think
None of that's established.
no, but is it also implied that like some of the kids have been murdered, or is it just the tires that are being
It's
slashed?
it's not an implication, and you know what? Let's let Josh explain it because this line delivery is unbeatable.
Yeah. Do you know way out? It's the way out.
Not that I know of. He punched the tires so he can drive and kill some kids.
So no implication, just straight up murder.
So do you know what's going on? Yeah, he punctured the tires so he could drive, and then he killed some
No,
kids.
it's so that he couldn't drive. But I
Oh.
didn't really say the word couldn't. It's like he punctured the tires, we couldn't drive, and he killed some kids.
The most nonchalant camp
it is what
leader
it is.
ever. He's responsible for this children. Yeah, he killed some kids.
Bro, you know how much of a safeguarding issue that would be if you went on a kids camp and some kids just got murdered?
Yeah, and that's your fault, not the murderer's fault.
No,
That's your
no,
fault.
that's my fault.
You should have prevented the murder.
No, I should have. But I did. Did you not see me hit him with the axe?
Oh yeah, but why didn't you do that earlier when he was killing the kids?
No. He punctured the tires.
let these
of the
children
bus,
die.
And it was at the camp. He killed them in the middle of the night, so we couldn't drive away. So yeah, so the
Bus.
director's head. What actually happens?
So in my head, he jumps through the window and he starts like slashing at all of these kids with his axe. And Josh is driving and it's like, woo! And then you then teleport out and you slash the tires so Josh doesn't die. And then Josh climbs out before the forest man gets to you. The more I say it out loud, the more stupid I realise.
was that the original idea?
Well, that
you
was
had in
what
your
I
head?
had in my head, but I never really told anyone because
No.
it's not important. Because we have Josh say, yeah, he punctured the tires and
he
killed
killed
some
some
kids. That's all you need to know. It somehow links to my character looking for my brother,
Yeah.
and also the therapy where I'm recounting all of this as well.
That's why maybe things are going weird because
It's his retelling, yeah. That's why Thor 4 is bad, because Korg is retelling the
it.
story.
Yeah.
I hate that criticism. It's okay that the film's bad because someone else is retelling it.
Yeah.
The worst defense of any film ever. Anyone who uses that as a defense of a film should not be listened to.
No.
He should be shot
If
in
someone's
half.
retelling, it's fine. Okay, so Saving Private Ryan. It's just him remembering
But that's
when
like-
he goes to the grave. He's just like, oh yeah, I remember when I was saved.
Even Titanic.
It's
That. But again, those are good
That's
films.
why it was romanticized, because that never happened. It was just, there was a guy called Jack, but he didn't like interact with her. That's why it was romanticized.
Right, okay.
I'm oh, he killed kids. Okay.
There is one way, but there's barely, like, it's not like we're going to get out alive.
I'm pausing it again, but the whole point is that like, oh, there's a way. It's like, is there any way out of the forest? As if you didn't just go into the forest. Go back.
Where?
No, there was this huge gust of wind, and to us it felt like the coolest thing ever, and you can see us reacting to it, right? We're like, whoa, this is going to be so cool!
Because it was the whole point was like, is there any way out of the forest?
And it's like
and
dramatic.
I remember we rehearsed it. We're just like, yeah, down this obvious path, and then we were filming it, and it's like, yeah, there's only one way. Dramatic pause. That way. Massive gust of wind that literally blew everything.
And we were like, this is so cool and dramatic. And when you watch the footage, it's just noise distortion. It's not quite as bad as the noise distortion in Poker, which is really funny because I made Poker after this. He watched Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows not super long ago for the first time. And there's a shot here which I was trying to mimic them running away from these snatchers, and I'll point it out. So this shot here, I wanted it to be like the Deathly Hallows, and we're running away from the snatchers, like emulate that epicness of the chase, and it's so lame. Also, continuity error. You're wearing a hat.
Yeah.
I always see it. It's fun. Also, my finger was there. So
I don't even know the shot you're trying to recreate because that was just people running by a camera.
Well, yeah. So.
Oh no! I know exactly what you're referencing.
So it would have worked if someone stood at least another couple of meters away, and I stood a couple of meters away from where it was being shot.
Yeah.
The camera's like here.
Yeah, but then also we didn't have the path isn't that big. It is just like a 2-person path.
Yeah, there's no way we could have done it.
Say.
Also here, where the forest man catches my
about to
character.
say teeny, but it's not.
It's not teeny, no. He had a whole speech which basically explained what the forest was, why he was there. Yes. You never saw it.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know about this.
Yeah, so he basically was like, this is a game and you've lost now because I'm going to kill you and this is all, I don't know, I can't remember the law, but it was some complicated thing. And after watching it, it's one of the first times I remember looking at an edit and going, maybe I should cut that.
So wait, Rich delivered all those lines?
Yes, yeah. I don't even remember what he says. I'm sure I've got it on a notepad somewhere. It was some supernatural thing, which is why he's also got powers, I think. Oh yeah.
What was this?
This is you with like the big stick of truth.
Oh yeah.
And then, so his biggest weakness is his own axe and that stick, apparently.
That stick and...
So this is where we were like, how do we end this film? So we were like, let's just run off and we've escaped now.
No, because that was the exit.
Little man, you have an axe, you're trying to kill me, you teleport, you kill people.
Alex delivers the best line in a minute.
This axe.
Why do you want to kill an axe?
So important. Can you...
Describe
What do you see when you see this image? Do you see an axe?
Is there anything else on your mind?
Yes, actually.
Alex just
Psychotic
being
killer,
like...
killing people. No
bit
links between
special.
the patients.
Look how
Okay,
creepy
well,
he looks.
He's fiddling with
with the wheel.
but it's like giving him this like hunched over like look.
You see, people watch this and they never point out how terrifying he looks here.
No, I know.
He looks terrifying for a
He's doing-
14-year-old
he's doing
boy.
the face that you do.
I'm scared.
Stalker.
I'm a 25-year-old man, and I'm scared of
To be
that
fair,
boy.
if you saw Alex do that, I think there's a rightful reason.
The therapist's next question is there anything else on your mind? And Inspector Detective immediately talks about his other case, which is definitely confidential, about a psychotic killer killing everyone, and the only thing that links them all is they had the same therapist. And then he cracks, oh, the therapist!
Wow.
Sending everyone to this forest and killing people!
Would it make you feel better to prank call your brother? Okay, Walter. Tell him you're in a place called Elstree.
Wait, does he go... Did I hear that right? Does he go, would it make you feel better to prank call your brother? And he goes, I don't think so. Did I hear that correctly?
No, I think James says yeah, I think so.
Pretty sure that doesn't exist.
Okay.
So this is what
Yeah,
takes him to the forest, I
I'm in a place called
assume.
Elstree Forest, and I'm in a lot of trouble.
I don't know what happened to the footage, but in the original edit of this, because my parents would watch it and would go, cut that out, it's too dark and
It's too
scary.
dark.
So there's this shot of Alex like putting his hands around James's throat and strangling
Oh, I
him.
feel like I've seen that.
And it's really funny, but it's also horrible because obviously he's dying. But it's obviously more funny because it looks stupid. And they were like, that's too scary. There was just like random things like that where it's like, that's too dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just Alex murdering.
So you don't even see the hammer.
He was holding one.
Yeah, I know he was, which is why it was dangerous.
Obviously the guy didn't get hit with the hammer. Just
sound effects.
And then he goes, who is this therapist, as if he doesn't know.
Yeah, bro doxed himself though by saying, "Who's this therapist?"
And then you got Joe going loose with the camera.
Going nowhere.
And Alex is like being threatened. To be honest, he's not actually bad at being threatening. It's just that he's a 14-year-old boy.
Yeah.
This one there.
I need a drink.
So I really wish I said I need a drink so I can go to the toilet.
I'll be back.
Also, it's unfathomable that the therapist let him get away.
Yeah.
Because he's clearly cracked it. And the therapist is like, oh, yeah, you're not going anywhere. Actually, yes, I am. Go to the toilet. So,
Oh, the cuts! I remember the cut log.
In an ideal version of this film, which was made well, the actual ending should be the therapist actually murdering the inspector at the end of the film.
Yes. But we wanted to do a sequel and get more money, so we kept him alive.
Yeah. Special thanks to James Walter, and finally.
Why is the text?
So it's because YouTube automatic stabilization.
Oh.
So I did that by accident on a lot of my older videos, and I can't undo it now, and it's like really bad.
Oh no. Someone else died.
Yeah, I don't know.
To be fair, it would have made way more sense for Josh to be played by Mark.
Yeah. We show Mark dying twice. We show it there, and then there's a post-credit scene. Wow, these credits are so unnecessary. Josh Benjamin. I like how everyone's name is a role in the film, apart from your character. You should have been called I'm Camp Leader, because you got Forest
Camp
Man,
Leader, but...
you got Forest Man, you got Therapist.
But they don't
you got
have
Walter.
names.
You got yeah, I know, that's what I'm
Walter
saying.
and Josh are the only names.
It would have been kind of thematic to actually have every character be named as their role.
Yeah. Camp Leader,
Brother, yeah. Forest.
Whoa. Such a good title card.
Cinema. I'm doing that because Alex isn't here and he kept doing that. Wow, we're going to read this. Who stuck around for this post-credit scene?
Hello, yes, I'm lost. Where am I?
You can barely hear me.
Well, I'm by a forest, by a field, there's a house behind me as
You
well.
will see, saying any of this
Yeah.
to a police operator saying where you are would not
Yeah,
help.
okay.
I'm pretty sure. Or maybe it would, I don't know.
Oh, great. Hello? Hello?
Ah! So scary!
Oh no!
I was saying in a different video that a lot of people, when they watch their old stuff, they find it really cringe. But again, I just find this one endearing.
Yeah. I mean, I find it cringe more just because I'm like, my voice is...
Your
so
voice...
high-pitched. Like, I can't even do how high it used to go.
I think maybe if I was watching it with like a girlfriend or something, I'd probably be like, oh, but
I think I'd actually have the opposite. I would.
Really?
I think because I would be like, oh, let me show you this thing when I was really, really young, and then I'd be like eagerly waiting to see what their reaction is. And so I think I'd have
that's
the
really
opposite
sweet,
reaction.
Benjamin. I think
Yeah, this is the first thing I'm going to show you.
I-
It's got the starts of what becomes
it's a charm. It's
our
charming.
eventualness.
Yeah, it's charming.
It's got like the quality and that sort of like twinkle in the eye that it's like, oh, it's like the first like go at, doing stuff. And it's weird because it's like, I think sometimes when like with like applications and all that are being going through, it's like, oh yeah, what made you first start this, or what made you first start that, and this, that, and the other. I'm like, oh yeah, so me and my friend would like make videos.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hang on a minute, so you're telling me like a massive part of like my identity as a filmmaker happened just simply because we made a forest film.
Yeah, yikes.
Like it's just weird to pin it down to like that start. Do you get what I mean?
I do
Like
get-
obviously there'll be
yeah.
other things in life that you can be like, oh, that made sense, but actually like technically Forest is the first film that I was involved in that was both of us that
Yeah.
I guess sort of started both of our like creative journeys.
This one, a lot of them I don't remember shooting them. I just remember the end result.
Yeah, I think I have a lot of that just in general.
I remember us two in the forest and shooting that.
I still remember like
That
us
stuff I
looking
remember.
over and the wind happening because I think
Yes.
that was such a dopamine hit that I've just now
Yeah,
remembered it for
I will
life.
never forget that. So I remember all of that stuff, and I remember being under the bed. When you break down the plot of that film, it's so crazy and not great. Thank you so much for watching.
Yeah.
See you guys next time.
I
And
won't be here next time.
You don't know that. You could be. I have not decided a schedule on how I'm cycling.
I
people
might be
in.
here next time, but that might not be chronological.
Goodbye, my lovely people.